Hey everyone, and thanks for joining me for another crypto video. Today we're going to be looking at Depo and how the unlocks affected the price. So let's go ahead and jump in. First thing we're going to look at is this image, right, that shows the token release schedule. Okay, so we started off with 50 million tokens. The first unlock then on the 13th of October was 666 million, all the sixes in the world. Okay, right, so that was a percentage change to the circulating supply of 133%. So it went from 50 million to 116.67 million. Percentage change of 133%. Then on 29th of October there was a smaller unlock, and then today there was the other 66.67 million unlock, representing a change of 53%. So I suppose you could call that a change of 153% because we went from 124.67 million to 191.33 million circulating supply. So so that's what we're looking at. We're going to jump here to the chart, and I've put in a green line, a vertical line on where the unlocks occurred. So this is the 13th of October, so double check. Yeah, 133%, that's, well, there you go, the unlock was there. And it just got bought up. I mean, you can see the support level here, what basically the IDO mark. Some lucky guy got in below the IDO price, but that was about it. So it sold off down to the IDO price, and the unlock happened, and it just didn't affect it. Like myself, I was waiting for the dip. Fingers crossed for like whatever. Who knew? 0.2 cent or whatever. I was waiting, and it just didn't happen. It took off, and it took off, and it took off. Full disclosure, I'm pretty sure it went up, and I bought in I bought the IDO, and I think I bought in some more here, somewhere in this region. I waited for the pullback and got in some extra, and was obviously very happy in the coming days. So there's no need to get out the tool here because that's the 13th. I mean, depending on what hour it was, I mean, we can take it from there to there. 2% sell off. But it's not. Was that 2%? Let's just double check that. Depending on where it is. I mean, to be fair, 13. Yeah, that's all the 13. So take it from the start of the day. A 10%, 11% drop, but it depends where in the day the unlock happened, and it happens throughout the whole day. So I suppose you could say it was anywhere from up to 0 to minus 11%, which in crypto is not. You don't get out of bed for that. It's not even worth counting. A minus 11% drop on a microcap is not worth noting. So essentially, it was negligible. So the unlock had a negligible effect, basically zero. And now this is it's happening now live as we speak. Is the unlock from today. So, it's basically the sell-off started here. So I'm gonna just treat this candle as the unlock. So let's see, we went down to minus 32%. So off of unlocking 53% extra of a token, so 153% of the tokens. So 53% being released into the circulating supply. We've seen a 32% sell-off. Now, in fairness, the day is young. It could sell off more, but I mean, look, it's a telling story. Let's put a trend line in there. So you could say, yeah, sure, the day is young, and the sell-off may or may not have finished. But as far as it goes, I mean, look at that wick. It's just been swallowed up, and I mean, in my last video, we've talked about the demand zone here. There's a lot of wicks. We've been talking about it in the Discord. Let's have a look at the daily. I mean, if we draw a little, where is my rectangle? If we draw a rectangle around these wicks, that's been a heavy demand zone. In fairness, now, it's dipped down to here in the 3 days previous. So could you really say the unlock had much of an effect? It was selling off before the unlock, but just you look at these wicks. Like the doji candles representing indecision, it's wicked down into this zone, which I'm sure if we pulled out the fib, it's around this support and resistance level that I covered in my last video. Again, this is naked trading. I mean, we're not going in depth, super in depth here, but it's just some naked stuff. So you know, from that demand zone that was already there, just for out of curiosity, it's only gone 10% below where it was already selling into anyway. So that's the effect that a 53% unlock had on the token. So we've had negligible, we've had, depending on how you cut it, depends how you slice it, 33% or 10%, whatever. Let's just call it 33%. In crypto, that's nothing. You know, we barely get out of bed for that. 30% maybe you're going to start opening an eye or two, but by and large, you know, it's holding around this 2 cent area. So it's just an interesting comparison to make ahead of the 12th of December. So the next unlock is 12th December, and that only represents a 33% change. So 100, the circulating supply will increase by 133%. So there was an unlock there of 53%, and the price only went down arguably 33%, if being generous. So does that mean that this unlock might be, you know, how will that affect the price? Could we be looking at a 10 to 20% sell off on that unlock? You know, as we discussed over here, we don't get out of bed for 10%, you know, or whatever it was on the day. You know, so it's something to keep an eye on. It's early days. It's early today, and this could sell off further. And if it does, I'll cover it in another video. But it's just interesting. It's something that we'll watch. Something that we'll watch on the next up to here. And then after that, these are nothing. They're not even. I won't even be watching for them. That's the biggest one. So we'll see how today plays out. Or sorry, well, obviously the biggest one since there. The next biggest one is here. So we'll see how we'll keep an eye. But again, let's just see. It's hard to say. But it's just curious. So we'll keep an eye. We know so far it's dropped 33%. The sell off in inverted commas has been just eaten back up. You know, we're back up here. We're back above that support and resistance level that I said. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it and I'll report back. So I hope that was some ways informative. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and give me a like and a retweet and a follow on Twitter, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you.